Okay, welcome everyone to the call. This call is it's called Delete Unknown Blocks to your wealth and prosperity. This is call number 1 out of 3, and this call is part of the 21-day wealth and prosperity energetic empowerments. So the way we're going to do this is that first I'm going to explain a little bit. If you saw on the page, I was talking about action and taking action and etc. So I wanted to explain a little bit from the Yuen method model how manifestation works. And the Yuen method model, manifestation is broken down into 3 different parts. And the first part is answer, second part is action, and the third part is results. So in this system, it's not like you're wishing or you're imagining, and then you stay home and things just show up. That does happen sometimes, but in the UN method model, if you want to manifest something in your life, whatever it is, you want to be strong to answers and then taking action, and that's how you get results. So it's important to take action. Action is also creates movement. And when you don't have any movement, you create stagnation, and stagnation creates blockages. So an example would be if you don't have any movement in your colon or it's sluggish, then that causes stagnation in the colon, and then you end up with constipation. So, or if you look at your circulatory system, if there is not enough action in the circulatory system, meaning not enough movement, then throughout the day, then what happens is you have a lot of fluid in your legs, and then your legs are swollen. So it's the same thing. If you look in the universe, everything is moving and flowing, and in order to do that, to move and flow, you need to take action or movement. So in the UN method model, action, especially when it comes to manifesting wealth and prosperity, you want to take some sort of action. And of course, removing anything in the way, any blockages, allows you to take even faster action. So for those who have posted in the event, if you like one-on-one assistance, just press *6, and that will put you in the queue for one-on-one assistance. So press *6. Again, this is for those who posted inside the group itself, in the event page of their goals. This is a public event, not a private event, so if you send me emails or something like that with your goals, that doesn't count. Okay, so we're going to go to our first caller, and you're on.
Hi, it's Brittany.
Hi, Brittany. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. How are you?
I'm good. Okay, so what would you like assistance with?
So this is the same thing that I have put out there in these things before with you or with you and Sarah. And I keep coming back to wanting the same thing. And what I wrote was, my intention is to receive at least $3,000 per month with joy and ease and for financial freedom, to feel financial freedom.
Okay.
And that number, on the one hand, it feels like that's the maximum I could have, but it also feels so far from what I believe that I can have.
Okay. Okay, and how do you feel about it right now? Can you sense how you feel about that right now?
Yeah, it feels like there's a little bit of a desperation quality, and there's also a feeling of not believing that I can have it. And like I'm capping myself off at that number. Like there's no way ever that it could ever go above it.
Okay. So can you sense how you feel about that right now?
Well, I would say frustrated Like,
Okay. So
yeah.
we're going to use that as a guideline.
Okay.
Okay. So the first weakness is actually under-deserving. And that's not coming from you. It's actually coming from your mom. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen that from your mom back and forth and delete any cumulative effects there. And then we're going to reset uh, your body, followed by your spirit, and then your mind. So when I think of under-deserving, there's still more weaknesses. And the second weakness is actually coming from other mothers in general. So we're going to strengthen you to other mothers and then delete any cumulative effects there, make you strong to that, and also make you, your mother, and other mothers. If you put that in a triad, there is it's a weakness there. So we're going to strengthen that and make you strong to being even to each other. And then any karma that your mom has with other mothers, we're going to strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects over there. So now when I think of under deserving, so there's still a little bit of weakness, and that's actually coming from your ancestors. And we're going to strengthen that and delete there any cumulative effects and make that strong to all the way into the distant future and reset that for you. So under deserving right now. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel? Is it the same or different?
There's still that like longing feeling.
Okay, so is it the same or different?
I guess it's a little bit different.
It's a little bit different. Okay, so guessing. So there is a weakness to guessing. So anytime you guess something, it weakens you. So being certain you're strong to, but as soon as you start guessing, that causes a weakness. So that we're going to delete that, and it causes over 1,000 weaknesses right there. So we're going to delete that from you and strengthen you to that. And that you picked up came from, let's say, from the media, specifically what's weakening you. So like the gaming shows where they have to guess. So that actually is weakening you. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, so now when you think about your goal, how do you feel? Is it the same or different?
I guess a little bit different, and it's moved to like hopelessness.
Okay.
Like it feels like an impossibility.
Okay. So the next weakness is using words weakens you. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen using words to describe things. We're going to go more specific. So we're going to strengthen you for that and delete any cumulative effects there. And I'm going to go even deeper when you describe things around fitness, and more specifically when it comes to fitness. And fitness in the Yuen method model, there are is broken into two parts: actual fitness, where your body is fit, and fitting into situations. So when you use words to fit into situations, that actually weakens you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that, delete any cumulative effects over there. And that's actually coming from your ancestors, from writing, descriptive things. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen that and delete and anything that it affects other people karmic wise their writing. We're going to strengthen that and delete, and any connection to you, we're also going to strengthen that. Okay, so now when you think about your goal, how do you feel now? Is it the same or different?
It feels the same.
It feels the same. Okay, so let's see what's going on. So it's feeling the same. So feeling your body. Feeling your body, there's a weakness there. So we're going to strengthen you to feeling into your body. So there is a weakness of escaping. So let's strengthen you from escaping, not escaping, and make that even back and forth to each other. And then the next thing is I'm going to strengthen your exit portals, and specifically in your toes, so the energy can go down and out. And also I'm going to strengthen you for numbing, and that's more of a on your conscious mind. So we're going to strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, so now when you think about your goal, how do you feel? Is it the same or different?
A little bit different. The part that feels the same is still the impossibility.
Okay, but did it shift?
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit, yes.
So the next one is the next weakness is actually what's showing up is not knowing what you want. So as soon as you really know what you want, you're strong to that. But when you don't really know what you want, there is a weakness there. So what we're going to do first is make that even to each other. So you're neutral to knowing, not knowing, and anything in between. So anything in between, there's a weakness there. So having 1 foot out, 1 foot in and 1 foot out, there's a weakness there too. So let's see what situation more specifically, so we make that even stronger for you. And that's actually when it comes to finances, is 1 foot in and 1 foot out. So if you make a decision with both feet in, when it comes to finances, you're strong. But if you make a decision and only take 1 foot in and you still have 1 foot in another place, that actually weakens you. So let's make you strong to that and delete any cumulative effects. And from there, so when I think about not knowing, so there's still more weakness there. And that's coming actually from your home. So the energy of your home is actually weakening you in this specific thing. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay. So now when you think about your goal, how do you feel? Is it the same or different?
A little more neutral.
Okay. So the next one is believing. So there is a weakness to believing. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects. And believing from you, it triggers 500 other things. So let's delete those 500 other things and strengthen you.
I believe that.
So we're going to strengthen you to that and delete. And well, let's make it more specific, and that has to do with karma. So we're going to delete that karma when it has to do with believing and delete any cumulative effects there. And then karma with your clients when it comes to believing. So we'll strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects there. So believing now is strong. So now we strengthen 3 things. So now they're strong. Okay, so now when you think about your goal, how do you feel?
More neutral.
More neutral. Do you feel there's anything else left?
Well, I wouldn't say I feel hopeful. I would just say it feels more neutral.
More neutral. Okay, so hopeful in the Yuen method model, you don't want that, because that triggers the opposite of hopelessness.
Okay.
When you're neutral is where you want to be, because in that position you can go any which direction that comes up. But if you're attached to one specific direction, and if something else comes up because of that attachment to one direction, and then whatever else comes in, you won't see. So in a neutral state, it's okay which direction you go. You don't have any attachments or any resistance to any direction you need to go.
Okay, I feel like the piece that's left maybe is just the uncertainty of the how. Like, how will that money come in, from what avenue?
Okay, so what's going on is that you have a weakness to intuition. So anytime you try to use intuition, it weakens you, and that comes back from the past of using witchcraft. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects. So when you have your intuition, so how do you feel now when you think about it?
The same.
The same.
Yeah.
So the same as before. So things being the same, is we're going to strengthen you for that. And more specifically, when it comes to limitations. So I'm going to strengthen you for limitations around your health and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
I'm not sure. I feel kind of detached from that.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen your exit portals.
Okay.
And then I'm going to strengthen more specifically the bottom of your feet. So being solid on your own 2 feet, there's a weakness, and that's connecting to other women that have that same feeling that they cannot be solid on their own 2 feet. So I'm going to make you strong to that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, how about now? How do you feel?
That I really liked that, and that felt good, and it feels like more clear.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. Okay, we're going to go to the next caller, and it's the last 2 digits is 40.
Hi, this is Wendy.
Hi, Wendy. So how can I assist you?
I am going to open a business for doing distance Reiki.
Okay.
I'm doing a refresher course because some things happened, and I was not able to use the skills before. That's the reason for the refresher course and doing the.
So what is it that you want?
How can I accomplish this more quickly?
Accomplish more quickly. So opening up the Reiki Center or doing the which part are you having trouble with?
I don't have enough time in the day to do my regular bill-paying job and learn Reiki.
Oh, okay, so you want to learn Reiki and do a paying job. Okay, so can you sense how you feel about that?
They both seem excellent. I guess maybe there's somewhat of a fear to let go of the bill-paying job and just dive into it.
Okay, so we'll use that fear as a guideline. That's all, as a guideline. So the first weakness that I'm getting is more of your fitness level. So your fitness is weak, so we're going to strengthen you to your fitness and delete any cumulative effects, and more specifically, your speed. So what I'm going to do is strengthen your speed and the speed in your molecules of your body. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen the speed of those molecules and then make it strongly integrate with the rest of your body. So there's a weakness of the molecules strongly integrating with the rest of your body because the rest of the body cannot keep up with that. So we got to strengthen that and then delete any energetic blockages that are preventing it from connecting with the speed of the molecules. So we make that strong, and I'm also going to strengthen the wormholes in your system so we can remove things a lot faster. Okay, then the next part is your flexibility, and that's more of a mental flexibility. So what we're going to do is I'm going to strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects there. And then your agility, and it's on the spiritual level, so we're going to strengthen that. Okay, so now when you think about your opening up your new Reiki business, how does that feel now?
It feels excellent.
Feels excellent.
It has happened.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you.
Thank you. Have an awesome day.
Thanks
for taking my call.
You're welcome. Okay, we're going to go to the next caller, and the last two digits is 80.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, hi. My name is Sandhya. My biggest hurdle has been in taking action. I just take no action.
Okay, so let's make it more specific. Taking action in what area? Can you pick one?
Yes, applying for jobs, applying for, opportunities to...
Okay. So taking action you're strong for. So we're not going to even go there, but being fit enough to handle new opportunities, there's a weakness. Old opportunities are fine, but new opportunities, there's a weakness on your fitness level to handle those opportunities. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you for that, the fitness in general, and then delete any cumulative effects. And then the other part I'm going to strengthen is your structural integration, so it can integrate, and that's more specifically organs integrating with your structure, and then your structure integrating with your organs, going to make that strong. And then the quantum particles are going to make that strong, and more specifically, you're going to speed that up with the speed of the universe back and forth. And then I'm going to strengthen your midline to support all that. Okay, so now when you think about taking action, how does that feel now?
I mean, the idea is appealing because I need to, but the actual doing part just doesn't seem to happen for me.
So when you think about right now to go ahead and do a specific action, how does that feel to you? Feels like you can go ahead and do it, or you still feel hesitation?
I still feel hesitation.
Okay. Okay, so the next thing that I'm going to strengthen for you is I'm going to strengthen your non-conscious mind, delete any cumulative effects there. And that's affecting it is coming from karma that you have with your old businesses. I'm going to make that strong and delete any cumulative effects there. And the third part is going to be general abundance. We're going to make that strong for you. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel now? Taking action?
I feel a little motivated, but still not where I would like to be, I guess. I don't know.
So a little bit more motivated. So being pushed around, there's a weakness there to being pushed around, and that's a collective with the area you live in, specifically with the women, versus men. So being pushed around. So more specifically, when women push around other women, there's a weakness there. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, so now when you think about taking action, how do you feel?
Well, it feels good now. It feels
good
like
now.
I can do something.
All right, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now we're going to go to the next caller, and the 2 digits is 87, the last 2 digits.
Yes, that sounds like mine.
Okay.
This is Barbara from France.
How are you doing, Barbara? Okay, so how can I assist you?
Okay. Well, yeah, we're. My husband has also signed up for this and put his on, but he's away a couple of days taking our grandson up to the other end of France, so he isn't here until Wednesday.
Okay.
So I'll give you mine, but I can also perhaps give you his.
Well, we have a lot of callers on, so we're gonna work with yours today, since we have a lot of callers, and I want to get to the people that actually called in. Yeah. Okay, so go ahead.
Okay. Well, we have bought an old farmhouse that's not at all finished. Mm-hmm. Lovely setting though, and we really like it. But when we bought it, we had another house, and that was when the bottom fell out of the real estate market, and it was a long time before we were able to sell the other one.
So
having committed to this one.
Barbara, we don't. I don't need the whole history. I just need what you want. When you give me the whole history, then I need to start strengthening a lot more to make it more effective. And when you give me exactly what you want, it actually works better. So just tell me exactly what is it that you want.
Well, we're quite sort of over our head, and not able to really make enough every month now to pay the various bills that have built up.
Okay. Do you have a specific plan on how to go about increasing income, or is this more of a general thing?
Well, yes. The thing is that lately we just don't seem to be getting very much paid work. I do translations, and my husband does renovations and other things, and it just sort of seems to be very, very slow.
Okay, so how do you feel about it right now? Can you sense how you feel about it?
Yeah, a little, worried.
Okay.
Would be a good term.
So getting paid work, there is no weakness there, but so what we're going to do is going to see what else needs to be strengthened in order first before that happens. And actually what it is actually fulfillment is the first thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen your fulfillment and delete any cumulative effects there, and fulfillment around health. So that's where the weakness is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you for fulfillment around health. And then this is it's coming from the past illnesses. So what we're going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects that you have around there, and any karma that you have with medical professionals back then when it comes to health things, and we'll delete any cumulative effects there. So now when I think about fulfillment, now that is strong. So now when you think about your getting paid for work or getting more work, how does that feel now? Does it feel the same or different?
Well, I think it feels different.
Okay.
Because I think I was feeling that I didn't have the energy.
Okay, so the next one is what's coming up is actually coming from your husband. This is a phobia. So we're going to strengthen him for that phobia, and that's more of a phobia around relationships, and it's business relationships being screwed over. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen him for that phobia, and it's more subconscious level. It's about 90% on the subconscious level. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects, and also delete it from the spirit and then the body, from the structure all the way down to the quantum particles. Okay, so now when you think about it, how do you feel now?
Yes, with a certain, interest and curiosity as to how that might lift things.
How do you feel? Now you're going into your head, so let's make you strong to that so you don't have to go to your head. How do you feel?
Yeah, more neutral, I think.
Okay, so the next weakness has to do with some sensations that are going on, and then more specifically the sensation of mental suffering. So we're going to strengthen that for you and delete any cumulative effects there, and physical sensation of sharpness. So we're going to strengthen that for you and delete any cumulative effects. And then on the spiritual level, of sensation of achiness. So those three, we're going to make that strong to you and strengthen your midline to support that, and your physical intelligence. We're going to strengthen that, and we're going to reset. Okay, so how do you feel now when you think about?
Stronger.
Stronger. So what are you feeling? It's not going. What do you feel? What's your question right now?
I have a lot of difficulty moving. I mean, like moving my body. It has various problems, and it's getting old. So there is the feeling of not having the stamina to follow through.
Okay, so can you sense how your body feels right now?
Yeah, we're heavy.
Okay, very heavy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen your body, specifically your physical intelligence. So we're going to strengthen that. And the other part is your physical performance. We're going to make that strong for you and delete any cumulative effects in there. So that's more specifically for your body to improve. So that's the first thing that I'm going to strengthen. And the second thing that I'm going to strengthen is your body for time and speed. And that's more to connect and resonate with speed of the planet, make that strong for you. And then the third thing I'm going to strengthen for you is the quantum particles to connect with your central nervous system. So your central nervous system to your quantum particles is weak, so we're going to strengthen that connection. And then strengthen your midline and your bottom brain to make that strong. Okay, so how does your body feel right now?
Well, actually, it doesn't feel as dense.
Okay, so it feels lighter. Okay, so I'm going to strengthen your fitness, the fitness level of your organs right now, and make that strong for you. Okay, how about now? How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel like there's more sort of, how do you say that? More space between the particles.
Okay, so now how do you feel with your body? A little bit more vibrant. How do you feel when you think about your goal? How does that feel?
Oh, okay, let me think. Yeah, the body feels better, but my you were saying not to use my mind, but my mind feels, how do you say, slow.
So your mind feels slow. So when you
for things like translations, it has to be fast.
So things like so what I'm doing is I'm going to strengthen your brain, and more specifically, it's your bottom brain connecting with the rest of your body. So we make that strong back and forth, that connection, and delete any stagnation over there. Make that strong to you, and also the energy of your house to your bottom brain is weak. So we're going to make that strong for you. And then walking, there's a weakness to walking, and it affects the bottom brain. So I'm going to make it strong to tensing. Okay, how about now? How do you feel?
It's had an effect upon my stomach. It makes it feel rather wheezy. What do you say? Queasy.
Okay. And when you think about doing the translations, how do you feel now?
Yes, it is interesting because I do feel that I could do them faster, and I realize that I want to do them faster because it's not really what I want to be doing.
Okay.
So that if I can get that out of the way, then I can be doing something more artistic with the rest of my day.
Mm-hmm. So you feel now that you can move faster with the translations?
Oh, we'll have to see. But yes, I think that's a possibility.
Okay, so before you were very heavy, sluggish, and now you're feeling a lot different from before?
It's yeah, I'm feeling better. I'm feeling straighter.
Okay. All right. So let me know
Thank
how
you.
it goes. You're welcome.
Oh, I will. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the next caller is 71, the last two digits.
Yes, this is Catherine, and I basically want to pass an audition to get a job with Metropolitan Opera Chorus. And my experience with auditions, that I make it so far and then I get cut.
Okay.
It's like I think that I'm not good enough and then they cut me.
Okay. So can you sense how you feel about it right now?
Yeah.
Okay. So when I think about your audition, getting cut, you're all strong to that, making it, you're all strong to that, but there's a weakness to being on TV. So hiding yourself from TV, there's a weakness there. But that's not the first weakness. The first weakness is actually is coming from I don't know if you're married or not, but what's coming up is husband. So what I'm going to do, or past husbands. And so it's actually from past lifetimes. So we don't even have to worry about that.
Okay.
We're just going to strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects there. And then the second one is the TV. So being exposed on TV, there is a weakness there. So I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. So now when you think about...
Interesting. I also want to be an actress, so that will affect me too if I'm afraid of TV. And I don't think I'm afraid of TV.
Right. So how do you feel right now when you think about it? Going to the audition.
Well, I feel better, but there is something else is hidden there. It's like not completely better.
Okay,
so it's lighter.
So the weakness there is actually uncertainty when it comes to intimate relationships. So I'm going to strengthen you for that and delete any cumulative effects. So the being certain and being uncertain should be even to each other from both directions. So now that is strong. Now how do you feel?
About the same. No, didn't change from last time.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen the internal boundaries of your body and then the diversities of your body. And then any misinformation from the collective that you're getting. So make that strong, and more specifically from the men. And so I'm going to make that strong to you, any information that you're getting from them. Okay, how about now? How do you feel?
I don't know. It's just I still feel uncertainty. It's like, I don't know, I auditioned for Palm Beach Opera and they said thank you for your interest, but this time we cannot offer you. So it's like same thing all over again, you know?
Okay.
X Factor, same thing. You went so far and then you get stuck.
Okay, so I'm going to strengthen you for past experiences of trauma because that's what it's triggering. It's triggering your past experiences around trauma. So I'm going to strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects there. And the next thing that I'm going to strengthen you is for your intuition. So you'll be strong to your intuition. And then the next one after that is getting results. So I'm making you strong to that and delete any cumulative effects. So when other people get in results, there's a weakness there. So when other people get results, it triggers back to you negatively. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen that for you and delete any cumulative effects there. And I'm going to strengthen your. Okay, how about now?
Now it feels lighter, but not 100%. There's something else left there.
Okay.
And I can't tell what it is. It's like I think other people are better than me for the
Okay, so there is a weakness.
Reason.
There is a weakness to fitting into business relationships. That's the weakness there. So you're not fit enough to fit into business relationships. So what we're going to do is I'm going to strengthen you for that and delete. And actually, it's not coming from you. It's coming from other men. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, how about now?
It feels better, but I'm still not sure.
Still not sure. So how would you know if you're sure?
I would feel really good in my solar plexus. Right now,
Really
it's not feeling 100%.
Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you from misinformation and misinterpretation. I'm going to strengthen you for that. And perception, I'm going to speed that up for you. Okay, how about now?
I still have that heavy feeling.
So you have where's the heavy feeling?
In the solar plexus.
So heavy feelings in solar plexus. So I'm going to strengthen the top of your head, the bottom of both of your feet. Okay, how about now? How is that feeling in your solar plexus?
It's feeling lighter.
It's feeling lighter. So I'm going to strengthen the exit portals, specifically coming out of your bladder. Make that strong for you. And also the black holes inside your body. I'm going to regenerate those, make that strong, and connecting to the outside too. How about now?
It's starting to feel better.
Okay.
Actually, a lot better.
So the empty spaces in your third cavity, so the third cavity would be the cavity between your chest and your stomach. So I'm going to strengthen that and then make that strong. And then the empty spaces outside of your home, I'm going to make that strong too to you. And the empty spaces inside your car, we're going to make that strong to you. Okay, how are you feeling now?
It feels way better, but there is something else, like I feel unsupported.
You feeling unsupported?
Right.
Okay, so what I'm going to strengthen you for is mental sensation of pressure. You make that strong for you. And then the physical sensation of struggling. And a physical sensation of irritation. And then picking up other people's irritations, that's also weakening you. So we're going to make that strong to you right now. So unsupported, you're strong. Supported, being unsupported, that is strong to you. But what's weakening you is when it comes to health, and that's coming from the future. So we're going to strengthen that and delete and make that strong, not to connect with the past back and forth. Okay, how about now?
Okay, now it feels way better.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you, and let me know how it goes.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. Okay, we're going to next caller. This is Maria.
Hi. Yes. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
I believe that I subconsciously self-sabotage in all the areas of my life.
Okay.
Especially now I'm launching my own business, and I really do it.
Okay. So there is no weakness coming on from self-sabotaging and all that stuff. So how do you feel when you think about launching your business? How does that feel to you right now?
A little jittery. A little
jittery.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So launching your business, you're strong too. So, but what's weakening, what's coming up is giving birth. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to giving birth and delete any cumulative effects there. And then your connection with other women giving birth, there is a weakness there. And I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, now when you think about your business, how do you feel launching your business?
I feel pretty strong, but that's always the feeling. Maybe a little bit better.
Okay.
Just because I share it with you.
Okay. So there is a weakness coming out with doubt, but it's more doubt around finances, and so we're going to strengthen you for that, and also strengthen you to the financial system, and make that strong to you, and delete any cumulative effects there. So doubt, now you're strong to. Okay. Now when you think about your business, how do you feel?
I feel empowered.
Empowered.
Actually. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you, Maria.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And we're going to go to our next caller. It's 95.
Hi.
Hello.
I pressed. Good evening.
Good evening.
I'm from Trinidad and Tobago. Maybe I pressed the wrong number. I had a question to ask about. Every time I try to do something new, I end up paralyzed and have this feeling of failure and fear.
Okay.
I decided to start my own business, and I have done a lot of work to own the business emotionally. The next thing that happens that's new is I wanted to do something like copywriting, sales copywriting, because you can't have a business online without having those type of skills. I had a sinking feeling in my stomach again. So look, after I do one thing to own it, then when I think to do something else, I'm like, is this the right thing to do? Am I meant to do this? Is this my solution?
Okay. So can you? Okay. You gave me more than. You gave me more than enough for me to assist you. Okay, so can you sense how you feel about it right now? Can you sense how you feel about it? Okay. So the first weaknesses you have is when you start doing two or more things, it weakens you. When you do one thing at a time, it's strong, but as soon as you start thinking about doing another thing or doing two things, it weakens you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you for doing two things and delete any cumulative effects. So now the next one is three things. Anytime now you start doing three things, it weakens you. So we're going to make you strong to that and delete any cumulative effects there. And so now you're strong to that, so your fitness level is strong. Okay, now when you think about doing your business and copywriting, how does that feel?
I feel a rumbling in the pit of my stomach still, the second chakra.
Okay. So the next one is I'm going to strengthen you for misinterpretation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects there. And then the other thing I'm going to strengthen for you is triggers. So we're going to make that strong to you and delete any cumulative effects. And then so and also we're going to make you strong to choices and make that strong to you. So when you have a choice, it doesn't trigger anything, and when you have a trigger, it doesn't cause you to have a choice to do a specific, choose a specific thing. So if they're separated from each other, when you have a trigger, it's a trigger, and when you want to make a choice, you make a choice, and it doesn't create a trigger inside your body. So we'll make that strong for you and delete any cumulative effects there. And then I'm going to also strengthen you for any karma that you have with copywriters. And it's mostly indirect karma, so it's like from family and stuff like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen that and delete any cumulative effects there. Okay, now when you think about your business, how do you feel now?
I feel a little better, but I guess there's just movement in my second chakra because I cannot seem to do things consistently.
Okay.
I take action consistently with anything new, but I think you covered that, right?
Okay, so when you go back into the past, it weakens you. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you from going into the past and delete any cumulative effects. I'm also going to make you strong for your mind, so send it away so it doesn't affect your body. And delete any cumulative effects there. And then also delete any memories and your quantum particles that are stuck in there. We're going to delete that. That's coming from the future that's connecting to the past. We're going to make that strong back and forth. Okay, so how do you feel now?
I feel better.
Okay, so now when you think about
going being judged by my performance.
So when you think about
I have a fear of being judged.
Being judged. So copywriting so people judging you is actually not in, it's actually people judging in you for your cooking is actually the weakest there. Someone is I'm going to strengthen other people judging you for your cooking, and any triggers that it creates in you, we're going to make you strong to that and delete any accumulative effects. And if there are triggers, it should last a fraction of a second. Okay, so now how do you feel now?
Better, lighter.
Okay.
My brother criticizes my cooking all the time. Yes, I feel lighter and better.
So now when you think about doing the copywriting and opening your business, how does that feel?
I feel nervous about the copywriting stuff.
You feel what?
The opening my business, I feel okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm okay with owning the business as an affiliate, but doing copywriting, I'm anxious about it still.
Okay, so
I haven't signed up.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed up your perception and make that stronger. What's weakening your perception is actually coming from your father. So I'm going to strengthen that connection back and forth. And then the next one is actually coming so from time. So it's more of that present, actually, and going into the past. So from present going into the past, that time travel thing is weakening you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to that. Okay, now when you think about the copywriting, how does that feel?
Better? A lot better.
Okay.
Better.
All right, well, thank you.
I have some rumbling in my second chakra, but I feel better. Thank you.
The rumbling in your second chakra is actually coming from your throat, so I'm going to strengthen that for you. And coming from the mirror, I'm going to strengthen that for you, and from your bed. Okay, how does your rumblings feel now?
Good.
Good?
Good.
All right.
Good.
Okay. All right, thank you. You're welcome. Okay, we're going to go to the next caller. It's 03. Hello?
Is this me?
Yes, it's you.
Oh, hi. Yes, I want to start a business, but I feel like I'm going to make the wrong decisions and waste my money.
Okay, wrong decisions. So can you sense how you feel about it right now? Opening up a business? Okay. So your weakness is actually not opening up a business. You're strong to opening a business. It's you have weaknesses in staying in your job. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you for working in a job, and it's more specifically a job in the future. So anytime you think about a job in the future, it affects you. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen that. And also any karma that you have with your ex-bosses, and we're going to strengthen you for that and delete any cumulative effects there. And then also any ancestral karma when it comes to slavery. So we're going to make that strong to you. Okay, so now when you think about opening up a business, how does it feel?
It feels neutral. It's just I still doubt my that I won't waste money, that I won't do the wrong thing with the business.
Okay. Okay, so the next thing is I'm going to strengthen you is for sensations, physical sensation and tenderness. So that's what's you're feeling there. So I'm going to strengthen you for that. Mistaken identity, we're also going to strengthen you for that and delete any cumulative effects there. So it's more specific when it comes around the emotion. So we're going to separate your sensations from your emotions and you make that separate from each other. Okay, now how do you feel now?
I don't really feel anything, which I guess is good.
Okay, so now when you think about opening up your business, does it feel like you can go ahead and do it?
I feel it's about taking action and reluctance to do that.
So how do you feel about taking action right now?
Sort of reluctant. I don't really want
reluctant. Okay, so it's actually the weakness for you is taking action around your kitchen. That's what's weakening you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to strengthen you to take any action around your kitchen. And then the next one is in the dining room. I'm going to make you strong to that. And the third one is in the bathroom. So that 3, we're going to make that strong for you. Okay, how do you feel now?
Yeah, okay. I think that, yeah, thank you. That was it, I think.
All right, you're welcome.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, so we're going to take our last call now because we went way over time. So the next caller is 16.
Hello. Is it
Hello?
me?
Yes.
Hello, it's Eva.
Hi, Eva. So how can I assist you?
Hi. Okay, what I want is to have a healing wellness clinic, ideally from home, and it's not happening. And
it's not happening.
I feel a lot of restrictions. In a sense, they are because I'm nearly full-time care for my parents now. But going back, distractions, and I'm not good at taking action and having, a good plan and just following the plan.
Okay. So the first weakness is getting the right people. That's your first weakness. So getting the right team. So I'm going to strengthen you for that. But it's more specifically getting the right team around relationships when it comes to dealing with family stuff, actually. So what I'm doing is I'm going to strengthen you for that and delete any cumulative effects there. And that's because there's some karma between the families. There's some karma there, so we got to delete that karma and straighten everybody for that. So now when I think about getting the right people around relationships, that's strong. But in a distant future, it gets weak again, and that has to do with some karma with the medical system. So I'm going to strengthen you the karma with medical professionals and paraprofessionals. So we're going to make that strong and delete any cumulative effects there. And then, so now when you think about it, how do you feel?
Better.
Better?
Better, yeah.
Okay. So the next one is what's going on is there's whenever you think about growing or taking action more specifically, is that it triggers negative life experiences in the past, specifically around trauma. So, and that's trauma specifically around finances. So what we're going to do is we're going to strengthen you to that and delete any cumulative effects. We're also going to strengthen your ancestors to that and strengthen them, and they don't have to connect to you with that to resolve that and make that strong to you. So now when you think about it, how do you feel?
Yeah, it's like a subtle shift.
Mm-hmm. So now how do you feel about taking action? How does that feel now to you?
Just like it's possible, and I feel like I'm more ready.
Okay. So you're all right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay. So I'd like to thank everyone for being on the first part of the call. We have 21 days together, so I'm looking forward to you guys sharing your improvements throughout the 21 days. And I'll send out an email letting you know when the next call is going to be. It's going to be sometime next week. I'll send out an email when that is and the time and date. Again, thank you all, and leave your comments on the event page. Let me know how things are going. Thank you. Good night or good day, wherever you're calling in from, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.